Welcome back to the One of a Kind Financial Show Daily with your host, Mike Milligan. It is Thursday, October 2nd. Can you believe 50 years ago was 1975? Many of us weren't born yet. This is becoming more in my view because next year I will turn 50 years old in 2026. But man, there's a lot of historical things that happened in the mid-70s, and one was in the world of sports. The Thrilla in Manila was in October of 1975. That great fight between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier that happened in the Philippines. Well, recently on the One of a Kind Financial Show, Gary and I talked about what that fight demonstrated and how it emphasizes key financial planning topics. Enjoy this throwback to history as our little sports analysis goes from what happened in that fight to how it impacts your finances.
Welcome back to the show. We're going to take you back 50 years, and I'm proud to say I do remember this. It was October 1975. Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier squared off in the Philippines for the championship fight. If you want to understand resilience, adaptability, and the true spirit of financial planning, there's no better place to look than the sweltering ring in Manila. It was called the Thrilla in Manila. Most of us remember Muhammad Ali's white Everlast trunks and Frazier relentless left hooks. But what does this epic fight have to do with building a financial plan? Nearly everything, and Mike is going to tell us all about that. Tell us, Mike.
Well, it starts like there's 5 lessons that come from this, right? And Gary, the interesting part about that is we say things like 1975. That was 50 years ago.
I know.
Right? And so we're going to just we're going to break down the fight a little bit 50 years later and talk about some lessons. So I'm ready to kind of dive into those lessons.
So let's hear it. What do you got?
So lesson 1 is adaptability and strategic flexibility. Okay. So Ali started strong, exhausting himself early with a flurry of punches, thinking he could just break Frazier's will. Right? He was just gonna hit him hard, hit him strong, and get out of there. Now it was a hot day, right? Triple temperature. They were, but as the rounds wore on and under that blazing Filipino sun, he had to change tactics, improvising his famous rope-a-dope, letting Frazier punch himself out, right? That's the kind of adaptability we all need in our financial lives. Maybe your portfolio was designed for a bull market, but when volatility hits, like the heat in that ring, you have to shift strategies. Maybe it's moving from growth stocks to more conservative funds, changing your withdrawal plan, or building cash reserves. So Ali didn't cling to a single plan. He responded to that moment. Good financial planning means adjusting to what life throws at you, whether it's a market downturn, a surprise expense, or a career change.
Lesson number 2, endurance and staying power. Let's talk about that.
Well, 14 grueling rounds, okay? I don't think boxers can do that anymore, by the way. But
that's a lot. Neither
fighters quit. Frazier's corner finally stopped the fight, but only after both men showed almost superhuman endurance. For many of us, financial success isn't about one great round. It's about sticking to your plan. Market dips, recessions, unexpected medical bills, those are the body blows. The greatest investors rarely score flashy wins. They're the ones who keep showing up. If you stay invested through tough times, keep contributing to your retirement accounts, and don't sell out of fear, you'll likely come out ahead.
Mm-hmm. Lesson number 3, risk management.
Well, Ali took risk. He spent a lot of energy early, knowing if he could survive the middle rounds, he might clinch victory late. Financial planning is no different. There's a place for risk. It drives growth. But it has to be smart risk. Ali knew his limits, managed his stamina. For investors, that means understanding your risk tolerance, diversifying your assets, and having a safety net for when things get tough. Don't bet everything on just one punch.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. The show is the One-of-a-Kind Financial Show with Mike Milligan. I'm Gary Nolan, your consumer advocate. Mike is with One Oak Financial. I want to give you the phone number, get on the calendar, get you all set up with that comprehensive plan. There's no cost, there's no obligation. That phone number is 800-748-1838. 800-748-1838, or text the word IDEAS to 600-700. All right, lesson number 4, preparation and foresight.
All right, Ali and Frazier both put in months of painstaking training. They just didn't show up unprepared for this fight. Frazier secluded himself in the mountains. Ali played psychological games to get in his opponent's head. In planning, preparation counts just as much as performance. See, the spotlight shines bright on how you've prepared for the moment. That means budgeting, setting clear goals, reviewing insurance and estate plans, and training yourself to anticipate big punches, because the markets will fluctuate. Life will change. Preparation isn't just about the good times. It's about weathering the bad also.
And lesson number 5, reliance under pressure.
Well, by round 10, deep into the fight, Ali looked spent. Frazier punished him, and the crowd thought it might be over. But if you remember this fight, right? If you're a baby boomer and maybe you were in your teens or 20s and you remember seeing this fight, right? You remember that Ali dug deep. He found a new burst of energy and took control when it mattered the most. The crowd was going crazy at this sudden burst of energy. See, that resilience, it's getting back up after a setback, whether that's a job loss, a health crisis, a market crash. Financial success comes to those who don't panic, who recover, refocus, and make smart, calm decisions under stress.
All right, 1 minute left. The kind of one-of-a-kind parallels.
So this is awesome, Gary. We think about these things in the past as just, it's just part of our childhood or our youth. But the Thrilla in Manila reminds us that your financial journey is rarely a straight line. And true champions adjust, endure, and rise under pressure. Your plan should fit your life, not the other way around. That's why we build the one-of-a-kind financial plan. Whether you're facing, whatever you're facing, remembering Ali and Frazier Manila, stay flexible, prepare with intention, manage risk, endure the tough rounds, and most of all, call us, because we will help you build the one-of-a-kind financial plan. Because just like we're talking about that fight 50 years later, you're one of a kind too. And we want you to live a life where people are talking about you 50 years from now.
Get that one-of-a-kind financial plan. Numbers 800-748-1838, 800-748-1838, or text the word IDEAS to 600-700.
One last message from our compliance team. As a reminder, Mike Milligan, Certified Financial Planner, is an investment advisor representative of Advisory Alpha, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. All opinions expressed by me, Mike, or any podcast guest are solely our opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Advisory Alpha. This recording is for informational purposes only, should not be relied on solely for investment, tax, or legal decisions, and it's in no way intended to communicate or guarantee specific performance or suitability of any security instrument or product, as we may have discussed. Investment advisory and financial planning services offered through Advisory Alpha LLC, a registered investment advisor. Insurance products are provided by Ideas by Mike, a licensed agency located in Norfolk, Virginia, and licensed to do business in all 50 states. While tax and legal issues may be discussed in the general course of financial and investment planning, Advisory Alpha does not provide tax or legal services. Please consult with your tax or legal professional prior to making decisions related to these issues. If you want an appointment with Ideas by Mike or One Oak Financial, please reach out via our website. This podcast is produced in conjunction with Mike Milligan, LLC.